Okay, here we go. I don't even want. You told me you like the trigger warning spoiler alert opening.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about cutting that out. Trigger warning spoiler alert. Will you be my forever friend? You are experiencing the Tom Kelly Show. I am one comedian owning the midlife crisis. This is where people who are weird and broken come to hang out. Is that work?
Is that my intro?
And I'm here with my old lifelong friend, Daniela Anastasio.
Weird and broken Daniela.
This is our third episode of today. Woo! The first one did not come out because the sound was overmodulated, and for all we know, I'm looking at the levels there. For all we know, this might be overmodulating a bit too. Oh my God, I hope we didn't ruin the second episode. So for all you know, you're meeting her for the first time. She was my best friend in high school, one of my two best girlfriends.
President to your vice president.
Yeah, and
Long Island Lutheran High School.
And she's married, she has kids, and her life is messed up too in its own adorable way. She's a wellness coach if you want to find her, and that's enough about her. We were talking about me. What was your life? If I am going to admit we're owning midlife, quarter life, and other moments of crises, what was your line? We don't have to actually even explore the conversation. It was, who's your authentic?
Who's your authentic self outside of your career?
Who's your authentic self outside of your career? But you had the other line, if nobody was looking.
Who would you be if nobody was looking?
Who would you be? I guess so. And I don't know. I mean, like if I had to.
Would you be this person? Would you be this version of yourself?
Well, you went, it's funny, I was saying this to my nieces and nephews who go away to college. Would you be, when you went to Florence, which is
Italy,
different than Florida, United States, did you change yourself at all or how you project yourself?
Oh, you kind of don't have a choice because you cannot express yourself. Like all of these colloquialisms that you have in your own language, they don't translate. You don't hit like you hit in your own language. Your humor doesn't land, if ever, correctly. So you're suddenly propelled into oddness and.
So you're the outsider and the weirdo.
Yeah, totally. And you have to, because you have to re-explain who you are.
Even though you're in a country full of people who don't even speak English.
Completely.
Now you're the weirdo because apparently that's not what you need to speak.
Yeah. No, but you also are with like a million Americans and you're with all these English-speaking people, and whether they're American or they were from the UK, you're all smashed together because you want to hang out and you want to speak English and you want to drink, and maybe the Italian friends don't really want you in. You know, they're a little more closed. They definitely don't drink as much as we would like to. Not that we did a lot. But So
they don't drink. They're not like the moms who drink at 4 Bravo Housewives, glass of wine.
I don't want to generalize, but no.
Please generalize.
Yeah, they have aperitivo, which is, you go have one drink and you get sort of a free snacky meal. And then they go home and do their proper dinner.
One drink and a free snack.
Yeah.
Come to Italy.
But we were like, no, we're getting sitters. We want to get together. We want to have a drink. And we like to celebrate. We always had like themed dinners and we got together a lot. And you found yourself opening up to people who maybe you would not have been friends with in your own territory. So yeah, you get to reinvent yourself voluntarily that way. Okay.
Now, here's what I was thinking with today's podcast.
Okay.
For as much as I love to quote unquote own the state of life that I'm in, I thought we would just talk about some horse poop crazy ass topics. Deal? All right. So I was working at Rachel Ray the other day. And one of the things I like to do when I own the room where Daniela says I'm glowing, I called. There was a woman who said she was married for 50 years. And one of the things I like to do is prank call.
Yeah.
Or just randomly call people with the audience with me.
I love that you still love to do that. It's very 80s throwback.
It's very 80s throwback.
It gives me so much anxiety.
But I wasn't prank calling. Like prank calling, I always feel is mean. And I've made prank calls even on this show. But I like to ambush call.
Yeah.
So it's like, hi, I'm Tom Kelly. I'm with the audience at Rachel Ray, and the audience claps and goes nuts.
Oh, okay.
And then you imagine what the person's doing on the other side.
Yeah. Well, first of all, does everybody understand who she is?
Oh, yeah. If you don't know who Rachel Ray is.
No, I'm saying when you do the prank call. Like if you did that to me, my husband.
So this guy knew his wife was at the Rachel Ray show.
Okay.
And that's really where we kept it.
Right.
So on call number 1, there was a guy in the audience who was with his girlfriend. They were both 26 years old. And we called the man who's been married for 50 years. And we asked, hey, Anthony, and I think Anthony actually might be listening. Anthony wrote me a beautiful text. I tried replying, Anthony, and then you didn't reply to me giving you a compliment, which makes me wonder if he got it. But I asked, hey, do you have advice for a 26-year-old father to be? And Anthony said, be sure to stay together with your wife because you will find that if you break up, neither of you truly want custody. And that kind of stuck with me.
That is so funny. I would think, neither of you want to come. Well, those divorced people, they do have it made because they have like breaks, right? You take it, then I take it. My advice to all new fathers is learn to do laundry and maybe boil a pot of rice or pasta.
Okay.
Because a well-fed mother is a happy mother.
So we were talking about dating.
Yeah.
This is a couple of months ago, but I was putting the moves on a woman who, for the sake of this story, might have been a Miss State level state person in the Miss USA contest within the last 10 years.
Nice.
She was dating a guy right before me. And actually, I started talking to her because I was very interested in who she was dating more than her.
Oh.
Because he had an interesting career path. But they had a breakup, and he turned out to be a whack job. And what was interesting was while we were talking back and forth, I noticed his name popping up in having seen my Instagram stories.
Oh, creepy.
Do you look at who looks at your Instagram stories?
No, but my friend texted me the other day and he was like, why did you like so-and-so? Which I thought, you can, I didn't even, I knew you can see this, but why are you going to look? Why, it's just stalker, purely voyeuristic desire to understand who everybody else is following and liking.
And the best part is he did it from his name. He didn't even do it from a burner account.
Wow.
Like he did it from Bob Smith 321 at Instagram. Weird. Anyway,
he wanted you to know.
But I'll tell you, I had two feelings. I don't think he wanted or didn't want, or maybe he was savvy enough, maybe he wasn't.
He probably wasn't.
But I'll tell you this:
just stalking you.
And the funny part is, he should not be threatened by me because I shot my shot and it did not hit the rim. But it's nice to know.
Just in case you needed to know.
Yeah, just in case you needed to know, the outcome was yes, I did flirt, and no, it did not work out. But what was interesting was that he was at least intimidated enough by me to look me up.
It made you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me feel good.
Yeah.
It made me feel good.
He's scared of me a little.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
By the way, how great would it be if she went from celebrity millionaire to guy podcasting from his sofa?
I think you'd get an award.
And again, YouTube listeners, we are always playing with the format of this show. Do you like it better on the real sofa or do you like the green screen? We're probably going back to the green screen.
You think so?
I feel like I'm saying it feels weird to podcast from where I slept last night.
Well, yeah, I feel like we do need to be we need to lounge more if we're going to be on here.
Yeah, and then the other one is I can't leave this setup up. Like the coffee table usually goes to the left. Yeah. And then on top of that, my nephew's sleeping here on Mondays. Yeah. I mean, now it's like your nephew's sleeping in a porn studio.
Yeah.
Whereas if you keep the equipment in the kitchen, it's a little...
It's a proper studio.
But my kitchen doesn't show the brick wall.
True, but you could green screen and you could put a brick wall in there.
Yeah, it's tough being authentic, damn it. It really is.
I know.
It's tough.
That's you. You give us the realness.
All right.
The core of who you are.
Quick side game, because again, we're just doing a hodgepodge of content, people. Okay. No Taylor Swift's cats. We could call this game you do it because I don't want to be
canceled. Identify the pussies?
Well, something like that. There's a P word there.
I do love Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had so many cats.
Let's talk Taylor Swift's P word. Okay. No, but let's talk Taylor Swift's kitties or cats. Right. Mm-hmm. She has 3. Oh. Quick trivia contest. Feel free to play along at home. I wish I had game show music ready to go. Oh, you know what's funny? I put all this energy into this darn soundboard, and I don't have the music queued up. Oh. But here we go. Ready?
Should I guess the types?
So I'll give you a well-written clue, and then you guess the name of the cat. Okay?
Oh, like the given name.
The given
Not like
name.
It's a tabby, a tuxedo, and one of those scary hairless
here we go.
ones.
Taylor has a Scottish fold cat named after the title character from this show in Grey's Anatomy.
Dr. Dreamy.
Meredith Grey. You know what? Hang on. I'm at least putting the damn buzzer on. Hang on. Yeah, but there we go. And there we go. Yep, here we go. Yep, that was the buzz. Oh, wait, no, buzz has got to be up. And yes, sorry. Meredith Grey. Meredith Grey. Feel free for those of you watching at home to yell out the answer. Yell at the screen. And if you're on the YouTube, type in the answer now. Ready?
Okay. This is harder than I
Her
thought.
other Scottish fold cat is named after Mariska Hargitay's character on Law & Order SVU. May this cat live as long as Mariska has been on Law & Order Special Victims Unit.
Brenda.
Olivia Benson. Oh, my God. All right. Thank God we're not playing for money. Last chance to redeem yourself.
Who watches these shows anymore?
Incorrect answer for playing along with the game. All right. If Taylor Swift's ragdoll kitten named after Brad Pitt's character in this movie ages the same way as Brad Pitt's character, this cat will die a kitten.
Benjamin Button.
Yes. Good job. 1 out of 3.
Better than 1 out of 3.
Oh, my God. Then there you go. That was no Taylor Swift's cats.
She's ageless, that one.
She is, and she's pretty, and I almost killed her
Your
once.
type. What?
She is my type-ish.
She's not muscular enough.
Okay, she's one of my types.
She's a little wafy, yeah.
She is dreamy performer type, and she's tall and pretty.
Yeah.
Seemingly
sweet. No?
I would love seemingly sweet, and
never
also will then come at you with a song after you break up, even if she dumps you.
Which I love.
I would love to date her long enough to be a song.
Yeah.
Like it would be guitar. Like I wish we had a little guitar music here, and it'd be like, I swiped right on him on Tinder, but after coffee I said no. I'm sorry, Tom. I ghosted you.
Tom, I laughed until I cried.
Oh, I see. You're giving me the positive one. Do you like pumpkin picking?
I love the pictures that come from going pumpkin picking with the family.
Okay. Do you like the effort that goes into it yourself?
No, I just go buy them. I mean, you go to the pumpkin patch.
Okay.
You take pictures in the patch, and then you have the child pick up the one they like. And then if it's too far of a walk to the checkout counter, you just say, leave it here. There's the same one over there. And usually they have a pile by the checkout.
Do you still do the pumpkin picking now that the boys are... You did?
I'm in it for the snacks, though. I want an apple cider donut. I love a hot apple cider, though. I wish I could find a spiked one because that would make the process a lot more fun. I don't like any sort of candied apple because the teeth. Yeah, it's all for the snacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, owning the midlife crisis. There you go. I love...
Why would you go?
Why would I go? Oh, I would never go.
You would never go, yeah.
But you know what? I'd go apple picking. That seems productive.
Yeah, I like that. I like apple because you're coming home. I love apples.
I'm coming home with... I like apples. They're fruit.
Yeah,
I'm not going to eat the pumpkins.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like that.
So next one, dating meme.
That.
Dating meme. What, you and I?
Yeah.
I may do, maybe I should do, because some people, and again, this goes out to the listeners. What do you like as I'm owning my midlife crisis? I'm going to just give you a variety of shows and just go with it. But do you like me being on the streets? Yeah. Do you like me being in the studio? Do you like me being on the sofa?
Good on the streets. You've got to be on the streets more. I'm a little.
But does that translate into the audio?
It depends. Yeah, you're right. The outside.
So, because you complained about a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like right now, there's a dog bark. Shut the dog up!
It worked.
Wow.
Nice. That's how you do it here in New York City.
There we go. But now they're mad. They're mad. Now there you go.
We can't worry about that.
See, I'm waiting for a rock to fly through one of these windows one day.
Nope.
Yeah.
I think you're well.
But I'm trying to podcast, America. I had an anxiety attack with the dogs today. Wow. So listen, we were talking about this on the street.
They're a little yippy, these ones.
We were talking about this on the street, and this is my feeling on all this, is nobody's running this country anymore. Nobody's running the state. Nobody's running the city. And it's people of all races, creeds, and colors. And I'm particularly mad at white people with dogs.
I know.
Okay.
Leaving the poop?
Well, no, well, that too. But also bringing them into every establishment.
Yeah. I know.
Like,
didn't that
they're not all comfort dogs.
At some point?
Yeah. Right? Do you want me to keep yelling at the dog?
Wait. No.
Yeah. Now, I don't even know if they can hear. These microphones are pretty good directionally.
Are they? You think they could hear the dog?
But and honestly, the neighbors are decent with the dogs.
Kind of friendly.
That's a friendly bark.
Yeah. Not yippy. Not
but,
one of those like little.
So here's what happens. I go to the Abapan or the Lapan Quotidian.
Le Pain Quotidien.
Yeah, there we go. That one. So I'm at.
Le Pain Quotidien.
Okay, you're gonna get your comedy chops down later.
No, sorry.
Oh my God. Wait. There we go. So I'm at.
Le Pain Quotidien.
There you go. All right, so I'm there and in Central Park, and it's a tight space.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you hear.
It's unnerving.
Yeah, and it was 3 dogs right on cue. Right on cue, and it was 3 dogs.
3.
All
Belonging
barking
to one
at each
person?
other, 2 to one person and 1 to the third person. Now, one person was on the line. You could argue that person's transient. But the other 2 people sat down with their golden retrievers, and they couldn't control the barking. Oh. And honestly, hearing a loud noise in a tight space sets me off.
I get that.
Now, that dog is barking in their own yard. We could argue that...
He has the right to do that.
I almost want to, talk to the audience for a minute. I want to see where the damn dog is. So this is New York living. Like if you look out my
He
backyard,
sounds like a nice dog. I think it's like a Boston Terrier, medium size.
It's the family downstairs. It's the family downstairs.
I think is it a big dog? I feel like it's kind of sad when they leave dogs in apartments. I don't like a dog in an apartment unless it's old and immobile. I feel like it's kind of cruel. Unless you live like 11,000 square foot loft in Tribeca, then have 3 dogs.
So my argument
or
is,
if it's small, I guess
owning a dog in New York City, especially a normal sized dog, retriever and bigger, is an act of animal cruelty.
I agree.
Okay, it's the dog needs a farm. Listen, and if you live on anything smaller than a farm, you're just as bad as those people who have the horsies in Central Park.
I know. I think you're right.
Do you?
It's cruel. Well, because they need to run.
Yeah,
I think at a certain age, they
at a
can't
certain
do
point,
that
you're just
anymore,
being self-centered. Now, if you have a little pocket dog, fine. But there's also no chance that every dog is a damn service dog. Everybody now, because we're being nice to the 3 veterans who had golden German shepherds.
The real dogs that do real service, those yellow labs.
Okay, now everybody has a comfort dog. And it's like, no. Like I did a comedy show, someone brought their damn dog in, and the dog was sniffing every audience member. If your dog is in a restaurant and your dog tries to eat my French fries, that is not a trained service dog.
But you wouldn't let your children do that. I mean, people just don't, they make too many.
So, and then I just went nuts. These people, like I actually screamed for a second, like like I actually thought, oh my God, the bomb's going off, I'm dead, and I don't know why I have PTSD, but I do. Or again, I've told the story on the podcast when I was about 7, a dog named Norky bit me in the hiney.
Oh. I didn't know that. That is telling.
Well, and now we just caught you have not listened to episode 242.
I listened to all of them. You know me, my brain. Such bad recall.
You know me and my
bad recall.
brain.
Bad recall.
Me and my brain.
But let me tell you something. I'm currently living with a dog, and it's very comforting. I kind of
You have a dog?
get it. No, but in my transitional phase of waiting for my house to be done, I'm staying with family. And there's a beautiful dog named Bruno. Shout out Bruno. It's a black lab mix. And I mean, that animal just gives. Just gives. So I kind of get it, but I have no desire to I do have a desire to bring it in the car with me, which probably would be
How big is Bruno?
Pretty big. Like
Yeah, I mean, listen, I like a nice dog. And here's the thing is, what happens for that one time when your nice dog is not the nice dog?
I know.
Or somebody else's dog is not the nice dog. And there's a certain point where, and I think it's privilege. I mean, these were old, rich white people, probably from the east side or west side, whatever. And they brought their 2 dogs, and they're like, you know what, we're old. There's no tables outside. It was a nice 75-degree day.
I think it's crazy, though. Since when can we bring big dogs into restaurants? I thought that was not allowed.
So my friend Jen.
Yeah.
Who has seen me comment
Not
about
Jim?
this on Instagram. I love Jen. She's pretty. She's nice. Okay. She is who you would set me up with.
Oh.
Okay? And has just said, no, thank you, Tom. But she is, when you talk about me being unrealistic, I think this woman would fit the standards you would set me up with.
Okay.
And this is probably one of the points where we would have an impasse is I complained about a dog in a restaurant. And her line was, Tom, it's not a restaurant. It's a coffee shop.
Oh.
Now, it was in Blue Bottle. The fancy coffee place, and the dog sniffed my table.
How big was the dog?
Golden Retriever.
That's a big dog.
Adorable golden retriever.
Yeah.
But it's a dog.
Yeah.
It's a pet.
Yes.
You know what? The law says you don't bring the dogs in.
Right.
We're bringing the dogs in. You know, it's like, who's running this country, people? If not, take the law off the book, make me the jerk.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on the dogs. I love dogs, but I feel it's strange where there's food and people and eating. I don't know.
And I realize when you say this out loud, though, you're alienating listeners.
Absolutely. Also, say this out loud, and I'm still the same person who wants to basically tongue kiss the dog. I love cuddling with the dog and hugging with the dog.
I like nice dogs.
Right?
I like nice dogs.
But not maybe want to have
in their space.
Coffee and croissant. Yeah.
You know what it is? I think and this is where I might be ready to live on a farm in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Because I don't like.
I think we'd lose you forever.
I'll tell you, that house in Maine is nice. Because you know what it is? I just don't want people intruding their BS into my space anymore.
Well, control of your space, getting your
I walk outside,
yeah.
I go outside, and there's people jaywalking and poop. You just see all the things that are crazy. So I did a meditation tape, and there's a great line. This is stress. Stress is a part of life. May you find peace, or may I find peace. Oh, yeah. This is stress.
So basically, deal with it. Suck it up.
Well, but accept it. Know what it is.
Yeah.
Identify it.
Release it.
Stress is a part of life, and it doesn't even say to release. It just says, "May I find peace."
So, peace be with you. Vaya con Dios.
All right, on to happy stuff. So my friend Jax, who I'll tell you more about later, he posted a story, or this person posted a story.
Okay.
Take me to abandoned castles, thick forests, cobblestone streets, antique stores, old cemeteries, small pubs, sleepy side towns. And I'm like, do you have a sister?
That's his profile?
Well, he put it in the Instagram stories.
Did you tell him to move to Scotland? Or?
And I'm like, good God, let's go to Scotland together and find our dream people.
Sounds dreamy, actually.
Like, that's my list.
Yeah.
Like, an abandoned castle. No barking in the abandoned castle.
So cold.
So quiet.
With the energy crisis.
Thick forests. Any animal making a noise in the thick forest deserves to be there.
That's probably where murders happen.
And if you don't murder, you'll trip on your cobblestone street.
And then no one will come to find you. The ambulance can't make it up that.
I feel like most murder suspects are in antique stores. And then you get buried in an old cemetery.
Yeah.
And then you have a drink the morn in a small pub.
It's a one-stop shop.
And this is stuff that all happens in a sleepy seaside town.
Yeah, and there's probably some sheep and a lady who's like knitting thick sweaters to keep you warm.
All right.
I don't know. I'm into this. I think we need to contact Jax.
Okay, Jax, you
see if Jax has any availability.
Jax has. Let's go on vacation. You know what? At this point, I just need a vacation buddy.
Exactly. And you both want to go to Scotland/Ireland.
Yeah.
Why not?
There you go.
Jacket's kind of feeling like that. I think you're on your way.
Jax would be a great companion for the main house.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's funny? I don't think anybody, for as much as I love the main house, I don't think anybody wants to go. It's like, it's 8 hours away. It's cold. Totally. And whatever. It's cold right now.
Doesn't sound that appealing, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I go during off-peak season, so therefore it's colder.
Save on airfare.
You save on airfare and you save on the rent on the place. Yeah.
Right.
So I was working at Drew Barrymore's show in the last couple weeks. This sign is from the CBS Broadcast Center on 57th Street in New York City. This is the complex where CBS tapes the Drew Barrymore show, John Oliver, and a lot of the CBS News. They have this picture here. They have the Broadcast Center group fitness classes.
Wow.
If you worked for a big company, would you go to their group fitness?
Yeah, I would. Well, no, wait. Let's rephrase that. If I was Drew Barrymore, no, I'm going back and
but you're working for her.
If I'm just working and I'm making,
you're a schlub.
Living in New York City.
You're a New York City schlock.
Run of the mill.
Even an executive.
Do you know what's the equinox here?
So this is where I was originally going to say no. But I belong to the Equinox near ABC to network with ABC people.
That's a high ticket luxury, Tom.
Have you ever worked, but I'm using it for the sake of networking. Rich single man who also loves abandoned castles, thick forests, cobblestone streets, small pubs, antique stores, small cemeteries, and old cemeteries.
And hand knit sweaters.
And no, they make me sweat and itchy.
So itchy. I know.
I don't know. Okay, hang on. We'll get a few more good topics here. I guess we could end on this. Tips for manifesting what you want in life. We'll own the midlife crisis with this, people. How to manifest. Decide what you want.
Okay.
Feel the energy of what you desire.
Okay.
Visualize your desire. Release limiting beliefs.
All right. Yes.
Believe in your ability to manifest. Take inspired action.
So broad.
And allow the process to unfold. And my problem is I have trouble with every single one of these steps, starting with the big one. My biggest problem in this process is picking what you want. Yeah.
Well, you could start with small things like more windows. You want more windows.
Well, with that, the guy who I just yelled at for shutting up the dog will probably throw a rock through one of mine.
So true.
All right.
He'll be like, I'll give you your windows.
I'll give you your window.
Give you your window.
All right, we've done enough show. Oh, God, we probably did another 30-minute show here today. All right, folks, that's Daniela. Daniela, I'll have her info in the show notes. If you're looking to lose weight or a wellness coach, she's the woman to talk to. She does her work on the internet. And then what else do you get from me, guys? Folks, again, big asks for the show. I think we're doing a high-quality show. I hope you do, too. Tell one friend. Tell one friend who you think might enjoy the podcast about the Tom Kelly Show. Tag them in a Facebook post about it or whatever. And then I'm across the board as Tom Kelly Show on social media. Until next time, you yell it, you yell it, you yell it.
Tom Kelly Show. I want to sound like your guy who did such a good job in the subway. I'm sorry. I really do think he deserves royalties.
Good night, New York.